how good it feels to have a quarterback look like that. We have not had a quarterback look like that, and you could give me all the best games that our quarterbacks in recent memory have played, whether it was Mitch for 6 touchdowns against Tampa, or Justin had that big game when they beat the Commanders in Washington, or some Cutler stuff. Guess what? That's what a pro quarterback looks like. Like the touchdown to DJ Moore right before halftime, the second one, where Shay and I were just watching the tape, where he looks to the right, the safety bites. You see him take off thinking Keenan Allen on a, as Wada would call it, a skinny post. And then, bam, right back down the middle. Gotcha! Perfect throw where if DJ doesn't catch it, it's an incomplete pass. You don't worry about an interception there because he put it in that spot. So great job with his eyes. Great job with his arm. Great catch by DJ Moore. Thanks for coming. 30 consecutive points later. Bears win.
Yeah, it's a great rhythm for Caleb Williams and the Bears offense. Just a game that you had to win against hapless Carolina Panthers ball club. But the point is, though, Cap, is that this is the most comfortable that Caleb Williams has been with the offense since he's been here. The defense the same way. Is the most comfortable the defense has been this season as well. But what I loved is that there won't be any controversy this week about the offensive line because the offensive line did the job to be able to open those holes for DeAndre Swift, to open those holes for Roschon Johnson. And then from there, just being able to connect to his receivers, Cap. It's not like he was trying to throw 80-yard bombs every time. It's just trying to get comfortable with the offense. Here's DJ Moore. He's wide open. Hit him on a 34-yarder. Here's Cole Kmet. He's open for a 26-yarder. Here's DeAndre Swift. Just give it to him, and he'll go 42 yards. It's just getting comfortable, color by the numbers offense, hit your weapons, keep the offense moving, and that's exactly what we saw yesterday. It's exactly what we've been looking forward to all season, but this is the best that he's looked, without question.
Without a doubt. And I want you to remember something you and I talked about last year. It was late in the season when it was obvious they weren't going to the playoffs. And did I not say to you, and you concur, you see that light, everybody there, down there? There's a light coming. That's a train coming this way, and you people have no idea what's about to hit you. That's Caleb Williams incoming. No, we're going to trade the pick. No, that's your guy right there. I know it's 5 games. There'll be hiccups. There's going to be a Monday. We're going to come here and go, he looked horrible.
Sure.
That's what happens with young quarterbacks. We got our guy. That dude is a stud. And everyone's going to call it, it was Carolina, Cap. Guess what? It was an NFL team with guys coming after him, and he did what he had to do when he had to do it. Big throws in big spots. He ran for 34 yards on 5 carries, and I felt like every one of the yards was important. And it was super cool, man. To see Tyson Bagent take 3 knees at the end, it was like, wow, we got this one put away early.
Yes.
It was awesome. So hats off. They get on a jet tonight, 7:30 tonight, wheels up for London. Remember when Nagy was here? I think we flew out like on Thursday night.
Yes.
He said, no, we get in, play, and get out. And now they've done a lot of studying, and Eberflus said, hey, man, it's not me. The people that do this for a living, Poles and his people, they did a deep study with sleep experts, all of it. The best way to do it is to get there early in the week. They get their day off tomorrow, do some sightseeing, then lock in on their time schedule, and then you get a whole week off with the bye week. So super cool.
So good for the Chicago Bears with their victory against the Panthers, but to lock in on Caleb Williams, and I'll go along with what you're saying about Caleb Williams against the Carolina Panthers. Has anyone seen the National Football League? Anything could happen.
Correct.
It's football.
Correct.
I mean, listen, the Carolina Panthers, they're a football team too. And just because they've had their struggles doesn't mean that the Bears could just roll over them. That was not an automatic, because even with the Rams game, there were some things that we talked about last week, Cap, that the Bears still need to improve on. And by the way, I'm sure that the coaches look at this film against Carolina and say, hey, we can get better at this. We can tighten the screws here or there. But I just want to give a stat that I'm going to be giving all week until you're tired of it regarding Caleb Williams against the Blitz. Because against the Panthers yesterday, Caleb Williams on 31% of his dropbacks for the 3rd game this season facing the Blitz, at least 30% of the time, he was 8 for 10 for 128 yards and a touchdown. So under pressure, he's getting that ball out 3 seconds or less, and boom, hitting his targets. 8 for 10, 126 yards, and a touchdown against the Blitz. So that means that you are starting to graduate from just, hey, here's a quarterback facing pressure versus, hey, they're coming at you. You know how to get the ball to Komet. You know how to get the ball to Swift. That is improvement from week to week.
He hit 6 different receivers for multiple catches. It's not like one catch here or there. 6 different guys caught multiple passes. The defense comes to eat. The Kevin Byard interception, Tom Thayer on the ESPN 1000 home of the Bears broadcast said, that might be the best interception I've ever seen a Bear player make. Like, he went up and high-pointed that ball. It was a hell of a play. He's also the leading active interceptor among defensive backs or safeties, and I believe he's 4th among all active players all time in interceptions. Guy's a beast, man.
So I guess my point is that with the Colts and the Rams and the Panthers, I guess these defensive coordinators for each these 3 teams feel like he's a young quarterback. Let's put pressure on him. And Caleb Williams has been able to master it. That is progress. That means that you're going in the right direction. Colts, Rams, and Panthers say it's a young quarterback. If we give him some heat, then he'll go backwards and get sacks or he'll throw an interception. No, Caleb Williams actually has been really good at being able to handle the pressure so far. We'll see what happens against the Jaguars on Sunday. Every week, it's a test.
Yep. It's a cool business trip, but that's what it is. And I want to ask Coach Eberflus. Matt Eberflus joins us at 8:20 today. I would like to ask him. It's a cool experience. A lot of these guys have never been to England. I know Eberflus said yesterday after the game he went to Italy for vacation this summer. I've done that same trip. There is a factor of adjustment with your body clock. It's real. Like, people who haven't made that trip, they don't understand it. You come back and you're exhausted. Now you're going to get the week off with your bye week. That's perfect timing. But how do you balance? Yeah, I want you guys to enjoy this experience. It's a long season. This is out of the norm. We're not going to Indianapolis where we get in, eat, film, get ready, play, go home. We're going to London. There'll be a ton of Bears fans there. A ton. A friend of mine who works at the airport texted me. I said, you cannot believe how many Bears fans are already here flying to London. They're going to spend the whole week there.
Yeah.
So super, super cool experience. So how do you balance that? You got to get on that plane next Sunday night. 1-0 this week.
Boy, we travel well. These charter franchises, Cap, and no matter what, they find time in the schedule. These are not retirees either. I think that a lot of these people are hard-working men and women that say, my Bears are going to go someplace. I want to see them.
Yeah, they save their money. They're like, hey, this year's trip, we're going to London to see the Bears.
Crazy.
Super cool, man.
They don't care who the opponent is. It's just to be able to support the Bears abroad, wherever they are. And, of course, we have our listeners and callers from the UK that I'm sure they're going to try to find a way to get into that stadium to check out the Bears. That shows you how strong the Bears have been over the years, Cap. And obviously, it starts with the 85 Bears, where that Super Bowl shuffle song is not a Chicago song. It's everywhere. Everyone's into it. Yep. And then when we get calls from Mexico on this show, get calls from the UK, it just shows you how strong, how passionate the Bear fan is everywhere.
And it shows you that all these years where they were horrible, how much people still out there, please let my Bears be good. So, again, it's a work in progress. They're a long, long way from where we need them to be. But this kid is developing right before your eyes. He is.
Yes.
Just embrace it, man. We've got a quarterback.
So you're saying that the Bears and Caleb Williams are chasing greatness?
They're chasing greatness.
Oh, I see.
And they're making a little progress on that journey up the greatness mountain.
Oh, there's a greatness mountain.
There is.
Okay.
When you get to the top, there's this super cool thing. It's called the Lombardi Trophy. And when you get to the top of the greatness mountain, there's a trophy you get to take home. And it's yours. And then you go all the way back to the bottom and you try to climb again. But this time, people are ready for you.
Cap, are there like mountain sweatshirts and T-shirts I can get chasing greatness mountains?
Yes, 100%.
Oh, that's coming
They're
too.
in design right now.
Just wait till the break, folks. He'll be right on the phone getting those mountain T-shirts.
Bill, Yeah, it's a little early. I just came up with an idea with hoodie. Greatness Mountain. I need a mountain with a quarterback with a bushy beard climbing up there, leading his minions.
I was just asking. That's something new. So I just wondered, like, can I get that merchandise?